Big problems attract the best people, and collaborative approaches.
So just imagine if we work together, how much more effective we can be.
It takes a village to be brave and change the world.
Vitality Village is an Australian-first health and wellness model, a new type of co-location hub for innovation in health and wellbeing sector. Vitality Village came from a desire to tackle some of community's biggest challenges, to disrupt suffering and create solutions. To create and apply solutions of this scale and ambition, we need diversity and creativity. We need to bring people together who think differently. A pressing case is the problem of what is often called the loneliness epidemic. We live in a world where we have lots of friends on social media and where we feel very connected by technology. However, we are more isolated than we've ever been. Loneliness is an epidemic because we have unlearned the art of connecting and maintaining connections. And we have done that at scale. We have forgotten how to truly, deeply, meaningfully, and humanly connect. So, there has never been a greater need to create exemplars of true connectivity. Vitality Village brings together the not-for-profit, private business, and public sector to solve problems, like loneliness, that challenge us every day. Collaboration is at the heart of Vitality Village, and we share a vision of inventing the future of health and wellbeing. Vitality Village is a purpose-built to create an opportunity for meaningful collisions that will drive innovation underpinned by 4 pillars: services, innovation, research, and education. It's one thing to innovate, it's another thing to sustain. Sustainability is becoming more important to businesses across all industries. Sustainability strategies are necessary to be competitive today and into the future. So over 30 organisations will run their already successful businesses out of the village. They can have access to business opportunities on the front foot. Cross-referral, innovative partnerships and shared training pathways will assist in creating efficiencies and business growth. Partners and tenants, and you'll hear me refer to them as villages, have access to a platform of venture-based approaches to innovation, where they'll have the opportunity to identify, prototype and test solutions to big problems, and this way develop creative, game-changing products and services, nurturing them from concept through to commercialisation. Villages have access to expertise, technologies and resources for evidence-based research, clinical trials, innovative partnerships and modes of community engagement. Vitality Village will have plenty of space for the community to engage. We will work on solutions with our community and not just do it for them. Clustering innovation businesses together is effective. And cities around the world, from London to Singapore, have built physical hubs as a key element to their innovation strategies. So I'm just going to start a video to show you the village. So as you can see, Vitality Village is a 5-storey purpose-built building located in the heart of the health precinct here in Botania. The minute you enter, you will feel a sense of belonging, just like you felt hopefully when you walked in through the front doors here. With seamless entry from the street level to the atrium-style ground floor, overlooked by a common-use mezzanine level. Glass and greenery will play a major role. We have 3 levels of office spaces and on the mezzanine level, a co-working hub. Our shared facilities have been well thought out so that all villages will have the use of facilities such as a variety of living rooms. No furniture will be fixed, enabling multi-use. An amphitheatre, community lobby and kiosk, community kitchen and garden, workstations scattered around the village, and a quiet room, just to name a few. Now, sharing office space is not enough to drive true innovation and sustainability. Shared facilities, programs, and training opportunities enable us to learn together and from each other. The Vitality Village promotes staff and community wellness and reflects our vision for a healthy and connected community. Design has been influenced by the principles of the Well-Building Standard. The Well-Building Standard focuses on 7 concepts of building performance: air, water, nourishment, light, fitness, comfort, and mind. We have a lot of work ahead of us. The facts are the health budget continues to rise and funding cannot sustain the growing demand on health services. We have a growing ageing population. By 2050, the global population over the age of 60 will top 2 billion, and for the first time in history, outnumber the generation under the age of 15. In 2019, there are an estimated 447,000 Australians living with dementia. By 2050, that number will triple. 1 in 3 of us could potentially get dementia at some point in our life. We know the suicide numbers here on the Sunshine Coast are alarming. The suicide statistics on the Sunshine Coast are actually higher than the national average. But there is good news. The Sunshine Coast and Queensland as a whole is home to many great businesses focused on prevention. The research around what we can do to engage more of these big issues is being done as we speak. Vitality Village will collaborate and connect innovators, entrepreneurs and researchers to enable solutions that are novel, practical and measurable. You will hear more from our speakers as to how we're going to do this shortly. We want to be the creators of innovative products, services, processes and technologies and not just a consumer. Now, all of this would not have been possible if it wasn't for my ComLink board of directors that are sitting here today. And if you could guys stand up for me, please. I'd just like to acknowledge the ComLink board. Our chair, Tim Robson, we've got Shari Webster, Kennedy Fox, David Quigley, Rory Connolly, and John Pearson. A couple that couldn't be with us today are Dante Chekon and, remind me, got one more. Yeah, so we've got a newly appointed board director, Elaine Jobson, CEO of ComLink, CEO of Jets. She may be up for my role. That was a nice slip there. Potentially good succession planning. If I haven't forgotten anybody there, I also would like to ask if you can move forward a little bit, Ken Reid and Scott Rosso. Now, Ken and Scott are well respected on the Sunshine Coast. Ken is a developer. They have a company, I know the name very well, Double R Projects. They are our investors, and without them, we could not have had this project be delivered in such a timely manner. So I'd just like to acknowledge it. So one thing I know for sure, I am doing an Oprah, if anyone knows that line. When you are working on solving big problems, it attracts very smart people. Vitality Village has grown momentum across Queensland and beyond. There are many great partners that have come on board ready to engage. Together, we are creating a community of collisions and meaningful connections. So please join us in inventing the future of health and wellbeing. Thank you.